guys, welcome back to another vlog. So today we have the Renault Triber. So before moving on to the next one, as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing. So this car comes with the courtesy of Vidatri Renault, which is here in Mysore. So if your name is looking to buy a new Renault vehicle, or if you want to check out the Triber, please do go visit them. I have left a link in the description for their address and contact number. You can contact them from there. So now let's check out the prices and the variants which are available in Triber. So we is top end variant. So the prices are mentioned on the screen. So if you want to note it down, please do pause the video and note it down for your any kind of reference. So we moving on to the automatic variant. So the prices are again mentioned on the screen right now. So please do note it down for any kind of reference you need, or you can screenshot it, which is an easier way to do it. So now let's talk about the engine specifications of the vehicle. So it's powered by 1-liter engine which produces a 72 bhp and 96 Nm of torque. You can find the same exact engine even in the Nissan Magnite, which has been released like a month ago. Moving on to the front, I must say I'm quite impressed with what I'm seeing right now. You're approaching the top spec of the Triber. So you do get a projector headlamp setup with a DRL for the top end variant. You do have the projector for for the base variant as well, which is R into L or R into T in automatic. So moving on to the tire section, it has this beautiful alloy wheels which is 15-inch. So it's wrapped up in 185 65 R 15-inch alloys. We can upsize it up to 16, no problems at all. So as you can see, the ground clearance is really amazing. It has 182 mm of ground clearance, and you can see there's the R into Z, which is the top end trim. So the battery is mentioned on the side, which is on the pillars. So you do get the roof rails, which is completely functional. So moving on to the back, you have this eagle beak inspired rear tail lamps, which is amazing. So you have there is no any kind of LED setup. Those are completely halogen. So you get the Triber badging over the back, and you can find the camera rear facing camera over there. So moving on to the back, you have the frameless wipers, which is really impressive. You get the wipers for the top end trims, and you do have some kind of nostalgic things in the back glass. So to open the boot, all you have to do is just press the button and it goes up automatically thanks to the hydraulic struts. So the boot space happens to be very less when the seats are all down. So when you fold it down, it happens to be 625 liters, which is really impressive. You just have to fold 2 seats, and it happens like more space you get. And you have one more feature where you can completely remove the seats without any kind of tools required. As you can see, he is performing the thing where he is not using any kind of tools or anything. It is just opening automatically with with some kind of movements. See, it opens up. And if you can keep the seat out, you get more space. That is the concept here. So now let's get inside the passenger side of the vehicle. You don't get the request sensor because it has a smart key card where if you just go inside near the vehicle, it unlocks automatically without any kind of actions required. So now let's get to the inside. The seat covers are really funky enough. So you get 2 glove boxes, which is really impressive. And these the space inside the passenger side is really impressive, and the features too. So you get cooled glove box as well as the cooled the center armrest as well. You get 2 things which are cooled, so you have the more space eventually. You do have the 2 glove box in the front where keep a lot of things over there. So now let's move to the driver side of the vehicle. So you don't get the request sensor here either because it has a smart key where you can, if you just move go inside the vehicle, it unlocks automatically, and if you move away from it, vice versa, it locks. So you have the door design is quite similar to the other side. You have the window switches where to control the windows and to control the power windows of other seats. So now let's get inside the vehicle. So as soon as I climbed inside, the space for the driver's seat, for the passenger seat is really very amazing. So the steering wheel is absolutely light, unlike all the Renault vehicles. You do have the front wipers with washers, and you do get the rear wipers. They work very very soft, I can say. So on the other side of the steering wheel, you do have the headlight controls. You do have the headlight controls as well as the indicator options on the other side of the steering wheel. So moving on to the center, you do have the complete digital instrumental cluster, which is really cool. It has this kind of unique RPM tachometer, I can say, which works really soft. As you can see, I'm revving the engine right now. It's really unique, and it's for this price point, getting a digital instrumental cluster is really a big deal. You do have some of the options such as the fuel consumed, the average efficiency the car has been done, the trip A, the trip B, and a lot of other options. So the Triber's cabin has a newness to it. The black and the base theme really looks very nice. You can also notice there is a 8.0 inch touchscreen system that comes with an eco driving indicator as well as the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. I must say I'm really impressed by the sensitivity this car screen has. It feels like it's smartphone. It doesn't have any kind of laggy or anything. It's really nice. For this price point, getting an Apple CarPlay Android Auto system with an 8-inch, with an eco indicator as well is really a big deal. So on the bottom side, you have the controls for the lock and unlock buttons as well as the defogger as well as the hazard lighting. So you do have the manual air conditioning over here. It's a round button. Doesn't feel it's a cheap quality plastic. They have done it very well with its silver trim. So moving on to the bottom, you have the start and stop button, which have been placed in a better place. So the Triber also now comes with across a lot of storage spaces for small items. There's a tray below the air conditioning, like I said. And this car is offered with the 2 gearbox options, which is 5-speed manual as well as the 5-speed automatic, where you can do it as a manual as well, use it as a manual as well. So there is another one impressive thing. So you get 2 cooled glove boxes, which is really cool. The lower glove box is also cooled, and as well as Renault has also included the another cooled blocks between the front seats. As you can see, there's a large enough space to keep the water bottle down there, which is really impressive. Even that's cooled. So you do have the 2 cup holders over there, and that is what I'm saying. This is kind of a car where it is really value for money. You get 2 glove boxes, you have the projector headlamps and a lot of other stuff. So now moving on to the middle row, the first thing of a note is how wide the large door opens. Ingress egress is really convenient. Occupants will also take relief to the large windows that offer a great view out, and thanks to a slightly raised theater-like seating, frontal visibility of second row passengers is also good. You do have the AC vents on the other side of the doors. Do have the 12-volt charger in the back to charge your phones or laptops. So now let's move on to the third row seating. So to get on the third row, all you have to do is you have to bend that that kind of a lever over there, and it whirls up automatically without any kind of effort needed. So moving on to the third row, it's really comfortable. I can say it's not really that not comfortable. It's really comfortable. You can sit for a. You do have the AC vent for third row, which is really impressive. So you do have the 12-volt charger even for the third row. That is so impressive. I don't know why I'm saying so impressive, because for this price, for 8 lakhs, you get the top end spec. You do have a lot of other options in it. So now let's get to the driving and see how the Triber drives. So driving the Renault Triber now. So as mentioned before, the Triber does not get a diesel engine. The engine only on offer is the Renault's 1.0 liter petrol engine that also pass up international models like Clio and Dacia Sandero, and also Nissan Magnite, which has been released a few days ago. So the engine is a development of 999cc. It's a variable valve timing on both intake and exhaust sides. It makes 72 bhp at 6250 rpm and 96 Nm of torque at 3500 rpm. So the ARAI fuel efficiency stands at 20 kmpl. So you may think that 72 bhp and 96 Nm are not shining numbers for a car that has to lug as many as 7 passengers, but that's not true. Even I thought the same thing, but it's really powerful. That's the concept, right? So getting a lot of power and efficiency from the small engines like this, so you don't have trouble keeping up with the flow of traffic. But overtaking also will need some kind of prior planning, and you have to work out a lot of gears. So on the plus side, true to Renault's DNA, ride comfort is really impressive. The test drive vehicle I got to drive has a 15-inch alloy wheels rounded off. The bumps at low speeds are really well. There is some firmness in the setup, but the suspension does feel robust. Even at high speeds, the Triber drives with a sure-footedness you wouldn't associate with a sub-1-ton 947 kg to be precise vehicle. It feels so planted and drives with maturity, I can say. So if I have to say honestly, it's really value for money. For every penny you pay, it's really worth it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share and don't forget to subscribe.